Hello YouTube and fellow Star Wars collectors! On this episode of Toys Are the Way, we will be taking a look at another character from the most recent wave of vintage collection figures for 2024, Woves Privateer from The Mandalorian. So once again, we have another kit bash or repaint for this beloved series, which isn't actually all that new for us vintage collection fans. Woves was originally released as a Target exclusive a few years back, but was plagued with an oversized plastic helmet. Fortunately, Hasbro is coming correct with this release by including the much preferred hard plastic swappable helmet instead. But seeing as this version is being released on a Season 3 card back, it would have been nice to see the proper Season 3 armor as well. But with all that being said and done, let's take a closer look at Woves Privateer. Taking a look at our vintage style packaging, we have the Star Wars and Mandalorian logo placed nicely up top, followed by Woves Privateer on a bright yellow name pill color. We have a lovely image of the character sporting his Season 3 armor as the Night Owls and Children of the Watch come face to face on Navarro. Naturally, we have the Kenner logo placed down below, and for the most part, this is a wonderful looking card back. On the back, he is VC 315 in the line, and we have a small description of the character followed by the Vintage Collection logo, plus additional images of the card back and figure. So all in all, a decent carded release, and while the figure hasn't changed much, it's nice to see another version of Woves added to our carded collections. This will look great next to the Fleet Commander and Bo-Katan with her Mythosaur pauldron. Taking a look at the figure compared to the previous release, you can see why hard plastic swappable helmets reign supreme. The sculpting, details, and proportions are simply flawless, while the previous version is laughable to say the least. And while Hasbro did not use the correct chest armor for this version, I appreciate the helmet upgrade nonetheless. Thank you, and a job well done. Taking a look at the articulation, most of us should be very familiar with this figure by now. The neck has some decent range of motion, and the rangefinder is nicely articulated, but the figure's ability to look up and down is something Hasbro needs to improve upon moving forward. Woves is armed with ball-jointed shoulders that have some excellent range of motion, hinges at the wrist for maximum accuracy during shootouts, and a soft plastic holster for the blaster to be stored away safely. The figure has an ab crunch on the upper torso, new style barbell hips, swivels at the thigh, 90-degree bends at the knees, and rocker ankles, all of which will allow for some premium posing in your collection or display. As mentioned earlier, Woves comes with a swappable helmet feature that can be removed and replaced with the character's portrait, which has some wonderful photoreal paint applications and closely resembles the actor from both Season 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian. The jetpack is the same accessory seen on both the Death Watch and Clone Wars Mandalorian figures, which has the standardized peg hole now seen on all jetpacks. Lastly, taking a look at both portraits of the character, you can see that Hasbro has added some additional 5 o'clock shadow to this release, which may or may not look good in my opinion, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Based off the impeccable Death Watch Mandalorian figure from the Mandalorian series, Woves was an absolutely stunning repaint, and now has been kit bashed with a proper hard plastic swappable helmet. But it would have been wizard if Hasbro had opted to use the more accurate Boba Fett style chestplate for this Season 3 release. It's those small gestures and attention to detail that do wonders for collectors and morale. Regardless, the figure looks remarkable when displayed in a fighting stance. Woves is fully capable of creating a plethora of realistic blaster motions and achieving a wide variety of action poses, which require little to no effort due to the new style barbell hips, ball-jointed everything, swivels at the thigh, and rocker ankles. This premium 375 action figure is an absolute must-have for any proper Mandalorian display or collection. This is the way. I hope you've enjoyed this video and taking a look at this latest vintage collection release for 2024, Woves from Season 3 of The Mandalorian. Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It really helps and is always greatly appreciated. Thanks everyone, and may the Force be with you.